please stand? Ms. Farmer, would you care to lead us in the pledge, please?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing and join the board in a moment of silence as we honor our first responders, our veterans, and our active military. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to August. I will entertain a motion for approval of bills and payroll.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. Rivera.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Resolved to approve the minutes of the meetings of the Board of Trustees from July 2nd and July 9th, 2025.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by deputy mayor Sartori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to authorize the village clerk and deputy village clerk to attend the NICOM Fall Training School in Lake Placid, New York from September 15th through 18th, 2025.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Salaski, seconded by deputy mayor Sartori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to authorize the village community development coordinator to advance deposit payments to cover a percentage of upfront costs to supply materials and equipment for improvements as ordered by the village through work orders.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion
Second.
by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee Casado. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to approve the proposals for engineering and architectural services for the following projects by D&B Engineers. Company 3 kitchen renovations, $40,000. Company 3 emergency generator replacement, $10,700. Mineola Historical Society renovations and addition, $29,000. MVAC renovations and mold investigation, $16,000. And
Okay,
these
so-
are up to cost.
Right, so, and since we do have elements of the Mineola Historical Society, I don't want them to hear, I don't want them to get all giddy. The renovations are not $29,000. That is for the engineering, the plans, and to study the feasibility of said improvements up to $29,000. I wish it was $29,000. And that goes for the Company 3 kitchen renovations and everything else. These are the prices for, the ceiling prices for the engineering, once they study it, and obviously do drawings and all of that. So, and then at that point, we will have the price of the actual renovations or
Correct.
the item that we're talking about. I just wanted to clarify that. So a lot of smiles over there. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Casado. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by deputy mayor Sartori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Resolved to authorize the use of village roadways by the Mineola Public Schools for the purpose of conducting the high school homecoming parade on Saturday, September 20th, 2025, beginning at 12:30 p.m. along the route on the agenda.
Okay, and very early this year, September 20th, we also have that evening our last concert. Obviously, this is in the afternoon, the concert's in the evening, two separate sides of the village, should not be a problem, unless, of course, you're the auxiliary police. Then in that case, it may be a problem for you, but thank you, Chief Spay, ahead of time. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori, seconded by?
Second.
Second by trustee Salaski. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And I have one personnel item. Resolved to approve request by Sandy Fernandez and Jack Graffin to execute the employee health benefit buyback option pursuant to the collective bargaining agreement.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Clark, seconded by trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Chacon.
Good evening, Mayor, Board.
Good
John
evening.
G.
Good evening.
Good evening. First item I have is resolved to approve fiscal year 24-25 year-end budget transfers in the general fund in amount of $1,533,354.71.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Casado, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Deputy Mayor Sartori, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. The next item is resolved to approve fiscal year 24-25 year-end budget transfers in the library fund in the amount of $59,104.36.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Clark, second by trustee Solosky, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And the last one is resolved to approve fiscal year 24-25 year-end budget transfers in the water fund in the amount of $226,182.53.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Casado, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you.
That's it. Thank you, Mr. Chacon. Mr. Palumbo.
Good evening.
Good
Good
evening.
evening.
First, request a resolution authorizing change order number 7 for the PTOS treatment at Well 4, general contract for the replacement of the roof membrane and shingles. The cost is $36,960. The contractor is Metro Group of Long Island, Inc. This will reduce the value of the bid item 6 by the value of the change order. The new value of the bid will be, bid item 6 will be $113,737.65.
Okay, entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Clark, do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Deputy Mayor Sartori, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next, request a resolution authorizing change orders for the PTOS treatment at Well 4 for the relocating and accepting of funds for the repair to the clear well. Change order number 8 to the general contract is to relocate $50,851.50 from the general contract to the plumbing contract. This change order represents a decrease in the bid item 6, the overall contract amount, from $2,577,800 to $2,526,948.50. Change order number 8, the plumbing contract, to relocate the $50,851.50 from the general contract to the plumbing contract. This change order represents an increase in bid item 6 from $250,000 to $300,851.50, and the overall contract amount from $3,587,000 to $3,637,851.50.
Yeah.
A lot of numbers.
But, okay, so, I don't mean to go back at this, but the first change order, number 8, to the general contract, that one's to the general contract, the other one's to the plumbing contract, but in both cases, you're taking the exact amount
Yeah, from one
out
to the other.
from one to the other. Okay. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Clark, second by trustee Casado, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next, request a resolution authorizing change order number 9 for the PTOS treatment at Well 4 plumbing contract for the rehabilitation of the clear well which was found to be leaking. The cost is $177,553. The contractor is Benson Contracting, Inc., and the funding is from bid item 6, allowance for additional work. After this change order, no funds remain in bid item 6.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by trustee Solosky. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Request a resolution authorizing change order number 1 for the PTOS treatment at Well 1, Phase 2, the plumbing contract, as per request from the Nassau County Department of Health. Change order number 1 includes caustic piping changes, new eye wash station, and a new exhaust fan. The cost will be $15,013.30. The contractor is Benson Contracting, Inc., and the funding is from bid item 2, allowance for additional work.
Okay. Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by
Second.
trustee Clark, second by trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Request a resolution authorizing the replacement of the mini-split HVAC system for the Mineola Volunteer Ambulance Corps. The cost is $6,780. The contract is 5-Star Mechanical, and the funding will be from the 2025-2026 general fund budget or the general fund unreserved fund balance.
Okay, they're in need of this. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by trustee Solosky, seconded by trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Request a resolution authorizing the purchase of 2 battery-powered radar speed signs and 2 new control boards for our older speed signs. The cost is $10,370. The contractor is Traffic Systems, Inc., and the funding is from the 2025-2026 general fund budget and/or the general fund unreserved fund balance.
And this will bring our total to 4?
The 4,
To 4.
yeah,
So
radar signs.
these are those speed signs that you see, and we can move them from place to place, and we also receive data from it to be able to determine how many cars are speeding, at what times of day, and all of that. So the 2 that we had, that we actually put on Marcellus, I believe, there was some issue with the,
Yeah, with the boards.
With the
They still
boards.
register the speed, but the data's not
the data's
there.
not there, so we're gonna get those upgraded, and we're gonna get 2 new ones that will be able to
To do
deploy throughout the village at different times.
Yeah, correct.
I'll entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
A couple personnel items. Resolve to authorize the hiring of John Zajac as a mechanic in the Central Garage Division of the Department of Public Works. Workdays and hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., with an annual salary of $77,500.
Entertain a motion.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori, second by Trustee Casado. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries.
Next, resolve to authorize the hiring of Marcos Oliveira as a parking meter attendant in the Parking Enforcement Division of the Department of Public Works. Workdays and hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., with a starting salary of $18 an hour.
Okay, and this is to make up for a retirement.
A retirement, a
Oh,
hiring,
And a hiring, and a moving.
a quitting, and a rehiring.
Right. But in other words, it's not an
Yeah.
addition, it's.
No, it's just,
Replacing.
It's the same spot
To
that's
make
been
up,
there.
yeah.
I'll entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Trustee Solosky. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Deputy Mayor Sartori. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
And finally, resolve to authorize the posting of a parking field attendant position in the Parking Meter Division of the Department of Public Works.
Entertain a motion
Motion.
to post. A motion made by Trustee Clark. Do I have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Casado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any
Aye.
opposed? Motion carries.
That's it, thank you.
All right, thank you. That was a lot. Mr. O'Keefe.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So in the month of July 2025, a total of 84 permits were issued by the building department. So the building department continues to support safe development in the village through timely permitting, thorough inspections, and active code enforcement. Permit activity remains consistent with the seasonal expectations. It's starting to slow down the August month, so. We are continuing to actively inspect identified problem areas within the village related to any property maintenance. Just to let the residents know, our focus areas include overgrown vegetation, structural deterioration, and general code violations. The issuance of violations, summonses, and trying to work together with the property owners is ongoing to ensure compliance with the village ordinance. And that's kind of all I have for tonight, but if anybody has any questions on any ongoing projects, I'd love to answer.
No? We're good? Thank you.
Thank you.
And last but not least, Mr. Gibbons.
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate you saying that. We received a letter today from the employees' union verifying that the membership has ratified the new collective bargaining agreement. And based upon that, I would offer the following resolution. Resolve to approve the collective bargaining agreement between the Village of Mineola and the United Public Service Employees Union. And it be it further resolved that the mayor is authorized to execute the collective bargaining agreement.
Okay, thank you. The current, well, it's not current anymore, the collective bargaining agreement had expired on May 31st, I believe. So the fact that we're taking care of this on August 1st of the same year For those of us who do collective bargaining, is pretty good, and that-
Historic, Mayor.
yeah, so I'm glad. My experience as a teacher is that doesn't normally happen, but we made that a point, and I think this is a good contract for the employees, for the village, for the residents, to keep up our level of service and expectations, and to be fair to our employees as well. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the resolution.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Trustee Clark. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Anything else, Mr. Gibbons?
No, Mayor, thank
No?
you.
Okay, it is 7 o'clock. I'll entertain a motion to close the work session.
Motion?
Motion by Trustee Salaski. Do I have a second? Second. Second by Trustee Clark. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. We're gonna go right into our public meeting. It's a fire call, so bathroom smoke detector, somebody's smoking in the bathroom at 7-Eleven. Anyway, good evening, everyone, and welcome to our first public meeting of August. Just bringing you up to speed on some events going on in the village. If you didn't have the opportunity this past weekend, we had an amazing concert at Memorial Park, face-to-face. I mean, there was well over 1,000 people there. It was a great night, very, very well attended, and just a real symbol of what we've been able to do over the last couple of years with these concerts and these events. So great job, and kudos to Linda Pardo for putting a lot of this together. And of course, as I always say, I also want to thank our DPW for what they do to get the park ready. You know, it rained heavily overnight from Thursday into Friday, and the park was impeccable, as were the bathrooms. The previous weekend, we had a concert, and there had been a lightning strike to one of our trees. Our DPW was able to cordon off the area, and the concert went on. This weekend, on Saturday the 9th, we will have another concert, that's 70s Band. So we have a little bit of something for everybody. So they are a very good band. They've been here in the past. So get your beach chairs, your blankets, and your friends, and come on out and enjoy another great night. Our library does amazing work year-round. This week was no different. They had two great events. Yesterday they had their what's become an annual tradition, Touch a Truck event. Dozens and dozens, maybe more, children participated, where we had everything from our sanitation trucks and dump trucks and payloaders to police, Bureau of Special Operations trucks, and just a regular police car. We actually had the DeLorean from Back to the Future there as well. Not exactly a truck, but just a lot of fun. And they put that together yesterday, so kudos to them and thank you to everyone involved. Today, they had Wacky Water Wednesdays, where they have all this water-themed stuff and kids, very young children out there playing. Our fire department then came out, and they sprayed them with the hose from one of our pumper trucks. So, it's amazing what a 5 or 6 year old, can think is fun. Parents, not so much. They were all scurrying. But kudos to our library director, Charles, and to his staff for putting this together. And again, one of the many things that our community has to offer. And right now, nothing better than the pool. So we have the pool up until September 5th or 6th, September 1st. September 1st, so you have about 3 more weeks to enjoy the pool. Go out there and enjoy the pool. So plenty of activities still going on. We'll get into the fall activities when we come back, but just enjoy what the village has to offer. Deputy Mayor?
Thank you. Hope everyone is enjoying the summer and enjoying all those events that we are having here in the village. One event that's not quite village coordinated, but it's hosted by the village almost, is a farmer's market. NYU holds a farmer's market. Tomorrow is another one, so it's Thursday mornings. It's at the parking field right next to NYU by our train station. So I encourage all of our residents to take advantage of that. And hopefully I will see you at the next few concerts that we have, and enjoy the rest of your summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Casado?
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everybody. I wanted to take this time to thank the Kiwanis, who on Friday, July 25th, held their annual hot dog day at Woolston Park. Each child who took part in the Village's summer rec program, along with their counselors, were treated to lunch on that day, which consisted of a grilled hot dog and a roll, a bag of chips, and a bottle of water. And the Kiwanis members who were there cooked about over 400 hot dogs that day.
And it was hot
It's like
that day. It
95
was very
degrees,
hot.
too.
Yeah, it was very hot. Obviously, a very nice gesture on their part, and Mayor, as you know, they've been doing this for many, many years. That's it.
Trustee Clark?
Just want to also thank Linda for doing a great job this summer and putting all the events together, and look forward to the ones to wrap up the summer. And everyone just enjoy the rest of the summer.
Thank you. Trustee Solosky?
I just want to follow up on what the mayor was saying in regards to the library, that on September 8th, they're having a mobile passport day with the town of North Hempstead. It's an in-person event, but you can come down. I did it in July for the real ID for your driver's license, and it ran very, very smoothly. So that's September 8th at the library, Mobile Passport Day. So if you need a passport, renewal, new one, make use of it. It ran very, very smoothly, and thank you to the library for all the events they are hosting.
Okay, thank you. And I know that you took part in the Touch a Truck yesterday.
Oh,
with
I
your
was there,
grandkids?
touch
Yeah.
a truck.
Yeah, it was
I
a lot
was
of
all
fun.
over.
Yeah.
Even the wacky Water Wednesdays, Jester Jim, we were all there.
It's
Great.
grandparenting, it's great.
And I did forget to mention, and I know it seems like it's far away, but our last Sounds on Second Street will be on Friday, the 29th, so it's always on Labor Day weekend. And it's Five Stone is the band, right? So again, our last Sounds on Second, but then we still have our Fall Harvest Festival coming in October. We still have our last concert on September 20th, which is Foreign Journey.
Yeah.
Okay, on September 20th, and the Laser Light Show, and then we have the Holiday Market in December.
There's a
Oh, the
U2 on
U2,
first
okay,
week of
first week
September.
of September, okay. Yeah, Family Fun Night is this week, the 15th, on Friday the 15th, is Family Fun Night at the Mineola Pool, so a lot still going on. With that, I'll open it up to public comment. Anyone wishing to make comment? Yep, sure.
Hello, everyone.
Good
Margaret
evening.
Farmer. Deputy Mayor Sartori, do you know the hours of the farmer's market?
I believe it is from 9 to 11, hold on, I could tell you.
I think it's early, I think it may be 8 to 11?
I thought, I thought it was
Yeah,
in the morning.
I
It's just
think
if you knew off the top of your
It's
head.
definitely in the morning, it's parking
that on the
field
website?
1.
I believe it's 8:30 to 11.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in
and
Parky
Is
Field
that
one.
what information on the website if I go and double check there?
It's on the NYU website.
Not on our website.
It's not on our website, but if you
Okay.
just Google NYU Farmers Market Mineola, you will find it,
Thank
for
you.
sure. There is signage in a lot of places downtown. so
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, enjoy.
Okay. No one else? All right, oh, come on up.
Oh. I lie, my
11 to
apologies.
3, okay.
11 to 3.
Good evening,
Hi,
everyone.
good evening.
Good evening.
Again, I'd like to echo your comments as well, Linda. Our wonderful summer, the choices have been really nice, and our amphitheater's working out so swell. It's just really very nice to have it, and I enjoy it. I just walk 2 blocks and I'm there, so that's, for me, it's great. But I also see a lot of buzz, which bothers me. So if you could clarify for everyone else, the Wellington tree removal, please. I think that I get it, but I don't think a lot of other folks do, and I don't like what I see. So I know we have valid
Yeah.
reasons for doing what we do. If you could explore that for just a moment, that would help.
Sure, I'll try to give the abridged version, and I believe that our local press covered it this week, so I think it'll be in tomorrow's paper, or was it in last week's paper? I don't know. Tomorrow's, okay. Just to make it really quick.
Great.
You were here, as you remember, with dozens of your fellow residents from Wellington and from Garfield in June of 2024, essentially demanding that we redo your road. At that time, I explained that it would not be done in the 24-25 budget because we had already allocated for the area around Hampton Street School. But I did tell them that we would take a look at it, and it would either be a mill and pave or it would be a full reconstruction once our engineers had an opportunity to look at it. And at that time I said, as we do with all roads, not just us, every municipality, when we look at the road and we look at the gutters and the curbs and drainage and things like that, it may require that we take down trees, including healthy trees. I don't want to take down any healthy trees.
None of us do.
However, you can't make an omelet without cracking eggs, and these are the eggs that we have to crack to get the residents that were here a brand-new road that hopefully, which has not been paved in 30 years, and hopefully it will be another 30 before it has to be paved again. Trees will be planted back where they were. Obviously, we removed, in some cases, mature trees, in other cases, trees that were not fully mature, but that were substantial in terms of size, but they will be replaced. And unfortunately, that is the price that we have to pay to be able to provide a new, safe road that operates the way we want it to operate in terms of drainage, in terms of, the pitch, and also to make it safe, because we could, cut the roots on the street side of a tree, and the first, storm or nor'easter that we have, now because the tree is
Absolutely.
destabilized and it's only got roots on one side, not on the other side, it could fall into somebody's house.
True.
And, we don't want to do that. So I don't pick the trees that get cut down. Mr. Palumbo doesn't pick the trees. You would have seen people out there, with their engineering devices, looking at, whatever it is they do, and
No,
they
we
say, this
did.
tree has to come down, this tree has to come down, this one doesn't, that one does, this one doesn't. So I've already had people reaching out. Everyone wants their roads done, and we'd love to do everybody's roads. And then once we give them what they want, then there are always people who want the omelet without cracking the eggs, but
I get
it's
it.
impossible.
Thank you.
So I tried to give that, and these are high-ticket items. It's very expensive to redo that road, and there's more engineering that has to be done, because apparently there is a slab of concrete under Wellington that we have to deal with that was there before. So it's not like doing the LIE, where you'll see the machines come in and they mill it, and then they pave it in the same night, and we're back driving on it the next day. These are full reconstructions, and so that piece of road that we're doing on Wellington and Garfield alone is going to be north of $2 million, if we're lucky.
Wow.
So it's a big investment by the village for the residents that came here. And the irony that I find is that we as a board and as a DPW were responsive, and we agreed with the residents that this
And you're
road,
still in trouble.
and we still, no good deed. I would like to think that most of the residents are ultimately
Rational.
happy
Yes.
and will be happy with the finished product, and do understand that although it's not what we would have, if given the option, I wouldn't have cut any trees down, right? That's just silly, because now we have to invest in new trees, in purchasing them, planting them, all of that. If the trees that were there were perfectly fine, but, and then there are people who don't even live on that block who have an issue with the trees. And I get it, the trees provide shade and they are healthy and all of that. However, the people that do live on those blocks, they were the people that filled this room, and they were the people that wanted us to take a look at their road, and that's exactly what we did. So
Absolutely.
I think it's a win for the people on Wellington, the people on Garfield, and in a year, we'll have trees back there. A little over a year, because usually we plant them in the winter.
That's all
So,
positive.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think so. Thank you, Ms. Glassman. Okay, I'll entertain a motion to close the public meeting.
Motion.
Motion by Deputy Mayor Sartori. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Clark. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries.